Oh, who say does that?
Here we go. So the Timberwolves win the tip. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves: Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's Prince in at the 3. Here are the Clippers. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brett.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep. Paul George has such a deep bag on the offensive end, polished scorer, and tough to keep him away from hot spots on the floor.
Now here's Russell. To the inside. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Pass to George. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career.
George hits them both.
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of a game.
Russell against Wall, and it's Russell on the drive. Edwards. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
D'Lo at that size has great court vision and a great pass.
And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brett.
BA, with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
Now here's Russell. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, George with a steal. And it's the Clippers on the break. Leonard for 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Came into the league and struggled from the three-point line. Kawhi Leonard has made his weakness a strength.
Gobert with a screen on Zubac. Here's Prince. Here's Gobert. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Wall gets the bucket.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Russell. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Zubac with the steal. And it's the Clippers on the break. Wall, the pass to Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
Out to the right wing. Towns down low. Guarded by Morris. And it's powered home by Towns.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
George against Edwards. Now Wall going inside. And the big finish by Wall.
And you can't talk about acrobatic finishers without talking about John Wall. Man, he's explosive.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now here's Towns. Double team on Towns. Oh, Morris with a steal.
The pump fakes are risks because you're exposing the ball. You have to be careful because a solid defender will easily steal it.
George against Towns. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Foul, Clippers. John Wall. First personal foul. Second team foul.
He misses the free throw.
For the Timberwolves, Karl Anthony Towns. 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. There's 38 seconds left in the opening quarter. Now here's George. Pass to Leonard. Driving in. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
What an athlete as Kawhi gets a step on the D, and they're helpless.
And here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Morris.
Tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets, they're so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
On the court for Minnesota. The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. Brent, some people have talked about the return of the mid-range jumper. Is that something you've seen as well?
I don't know, BA, if it ever really left. I mean, the guys that we talk about often have been doing it for years and doing it well. So coaches who understand that they have players that have a tremendous skill to make shots and make tough shots are still going to lean on possessions where that shot is offered up to the rim.
And the dunk by Leonard.
And Kawhi rising up and bringing that one down.
And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Russell against Wall, and Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Team foul.
Towns down low. He's working on Morris. Uses the glass on the layup. Towns has gotten 4 this quarter.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
George passes to Wall. Back to George. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
Outside Russell. And he lobs it up. And Edwards slams it in.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. George passes to Wall. Leonard on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And there's Wall. That one's good. On the assist by Leonard. Wall's got 7 points in the game.
You think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a key part of his game.
To the paint. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. Here's George. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The length and the athleticism combination of Paul George is very hard to guard.
First free throw is good.
Paul George.
George hits them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Wall against Russell. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
George outside. Back to Morris. Outside Wall. Now here's Leonard. The D's right on him. With the drive. Back to Wall. And that one off the back of the rim and in. He's got 9.
Some speedy shooting from Wall. He gets the pass and puts his shot right up to beat the D.
And he's going for the oop here. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Here's Wall. Morris down low, defended by Gobert. Wall, the pass to Leonard. He shoots. Prince grabs the miss. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. Edwards finds Russell. Here's Towns. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Zubac. Leonard passes to Morris. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the court.
Leonard outside. Pass to Zubac.
Foul to the Timberwolves.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there.
Second team foul.
Here's Jackson. Outside Covington. Kicks it out to Jackson. 4 on the clock. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Anderson against Covington. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting on Robert Covington.
Tough to match up with Kyle Anderson because of how quirky he plays. Changing speeds, plays slow, but sees the floor remarkably well.
Kennard outside. And so it's Los Angeles earning this. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff.
Your Clippers. 31. The Timberwolves. 21.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from John Wall.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Norman Powell out there with Robert Covington. And it's Batum in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
It's been interesting as Reggie has finally seemingly found a home, or at least confidence in the way he plays. He's a guy who can carry you on offense, and he will score in bursts. And those will be very loud points.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And he knocks down the first one.
Shooting from Minnesota.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 3 from outside here in this one. Here's Jackson. Kennard on the wing. 5 on the clock. Pass to Powell. Kennard against Reed. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Here's McLaughlin. Up and over Kennard. Powell with a steal. Inside. Batum gets the bucket.
And Kennard, well schooled, just keeping his eyes up and making that play.
And here's Minnesota now. A 12-point game. Here's Noel, defended by Kennard. Ball stolen. Jackson on the wing. Fires for three. Doesn't go for him. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's McDaniels. Goes back up. Shoots over Powell. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Los Angeles shooting has been incredible. 72%. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Jackson, the pass to Covington. Now here's Powell. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Knocked loose.
He saw the pass coming a mile away. Was perfectly positioned to intercept it.
It's Covington on the wing. Jackson outside. 6 to shoot. Into the lane. And the dunk by Jackson.
Just dicing through the lane there was Reggie Jackson.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 56% today.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Outside, Anderson. All sorts of time. Kept alive by Minnesota. Here's Reed. No luck on that one. Batum with the defensive effort. The Clippers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. And Covington, here we go. He's off on the layup. A minute 31 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. It's Covington on the wing. For 3, Powell. McDaniels with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. The first one falls.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Jackson. 1:10 left in the third. Pass to Kennard. Now Powell. Nice D from Reed. McDaniels against Kennard. McDaniels inside, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Jackson with it. McLaughlin with the rebound.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Here's Noel. 20 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. 4-3. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Now Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And so it's Los Angeles now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. Russell, and it's Wall with the block.
Oh, nicely timed by Wall. Just so gifted with tremendous length at his position.
To the left wing, pass to George. Outside Wall. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it to George for 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
To the middle. And Edwards slams it in.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's George. Banked it in off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 12.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Edwards against George. The kick out to Wall. Morris on the wing. Pass to George. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Towns. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Leonard outside. Now here's George. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That straight line drive there from Paul George. You love to see him get in that attack mode. Let's see if he can cash in now at the line.
George hits them both. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Outside Russell. To the inside. Puts the move on. And the layup good by Edwards.
Well, he's still battling, doing everything possible to keep them in this game.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. George against Edwards. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers?
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Now, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. And these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Left side, Russell. Pass to Towns.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. Russell against Wall. Morris right side. For 3, George. The shot misses. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Zubac. Blocked. They retain possession. Edwards, the pass to Russell. Off the mark there with a 3. The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Stolen by Russell. Deflects the pass. Pass to Towns. The 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup, make sure you get a good shot. And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Clippers.
And it seemed like steals ended up making the difference in this game.
No question. Their ability to force mistakes and turn them into points gave them an upper hand tonight.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Paul George.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
There's the triple. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Dives for it, and the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
They get it again. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Outside wall, launches a three. Minnesota with a rebound. Shot to end the cold streak. That shot off. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the... Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it.
folks. These two teams love pushing the ball. Greg, we could see a track meet tonight.
Two of the top fast break teams in the league, Kevin. As far as keys, limiting turnovers is going to be big because they each want to get out and run when they get the chance.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
Now Morant. Driving in and then jammed down as he goes right over Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Lobbed up there for Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Morant against Edwards. Here's Adams. That shot missing. Gobert with the defensive effort. Edwards looking it over. Jackson against Gobert. It's stolen by Adams. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And here's Russell. He kicks it to Towns. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Prince, the pass to Edwards. 6 to shoot. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Russell. Pass to Adams. Memphis moving that ball around. Now here's Morant for 3. It's good from long range. Morant's got 5 now.
Oh, pretty stroke on Morant's long-range bomb there. When he's knocking down the shot from deep, he can be lethal.
Towns against Morant. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Russell passes to Edwards. Stolen away. Morant outside. Brooks finds Morant. Driving the lane and finished off by Morant.
Focus there from Morant. He just takes them all off and stays locked in on the basket. And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
It's rebounded by Memphis. Inside. And finished off by Morant.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the Jam?
I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
Morant outside. And Morant throws it down.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Goes up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's his first trip to the line.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Good on both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line. And boy, has his stroke been on the money.
So looking it over. Lobbed up there for Edwards.
This, to me, is an improving aspect of D'Angelo Russell's game. Reading the pick and roll. Nicely done.
Morant outside. To the inside. Jackson. Nifty move. And he could not hit that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one is on Towns. The Grizzlies have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Always going up for the alley-oop here, and Edwards with the stuff.
Man, that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact, doesn't bother him.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Brooks dishes to Jackson. Nasty move, and the dunk by Jackson.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here is Russell. And Edwards with the stuff.
Anthony Edwards showing you, yes, I am a vertical threat at the rim.
At the end of one, both teams putting up some points. It's the Grizzlies. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Grizzlies?
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. Edwards inside, guarded by Bain. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Towns down low. Jackson on him. Yep, that one goes in there.
One thing you have to respect is how efficient and consistent Cat is on the interior. This guy understands where his advantages lie.
And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
Down low, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, this is where Cat can manufacture additional points for his team. Defense focused and locked in on him. Find a teammate.
On the wing, Brooks. Morant kicks to Bain. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Bain's got 5.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Russell with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Edwards. Puts the move on. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Desmond Bain.
Well, size and athleticism and a little bit of craftiness right there by Anthony Edwards. That up fake gets that defender committed, and the free throw line opportunity is coming.
Offense has become a focal point in the NBA. We know that. And Doris, is there a place still in this league for defensive specialists?
Undoubtedly, Kevin. Look no further than the NBA champion Golden State Warriors. Gary Payton II played that role to a hilt. He made the difference between winning and losing when it mattered most. Elite perimeter defense is always in demand.
Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Russell against Morant. Russell passes to Towns. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Edwards. Look at that.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Morant passes to Adams. It's stolen by Gobert. Edwards against Morant. There's the pass to Gobert. It's stolen by Adams. Here we go, one-on-one. Outside Jackson. It's Morant in the corner. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
1:16 left here in the second. The 3 from Morant. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Out to Russell. Back to Prince. 6 on the shot clock. They get the rebound. Gobert. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, if you're on the defensive end, you can't fall for Rudy Gobert's tricks. This guy is very crafty at using that up fake.
And he makes both free throws. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first half. Bain with the screen on Russell. Morant kicks to Bain. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Bain's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies. Now, here is Russell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The feed to Towns. Oh, and the jam by Towns.
Wow, the size and speed of Towns, a natural-born highlight reel.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Edwards against Morant. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And you can see that backcourt just setting the tone for the entire team.
And finished off by Edwards.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the... Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't...
The Timberwolves, 32.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
This guy plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
We've got Williams, Tyus Jones out there with Clark, and it's Conchar into the shooting guard position. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Jones looking for an opening. Nobody near Williams. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Reed hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Here's McLaughlin, and he lays it straight in.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Jones dishes to Williams. He doesn't hit that one. And Minnesota now the other way. To the paint. Here's Anderson. Nice move, and it's good on the way in. Anderson's got the lead up to 6 now for Minnesota.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Outside Williams. There's the triple. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Good. That one on target from Noel.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
Here's McLaughlin. Guarded by Morant. Pass to Noel. Jacks up a 3. No good. Shot missing. And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. Here's Payne. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Edwards with the screen for Russell. Stolen by Jackson. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Outside Russell. Outside Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Bain kicks to Morant. Bain drives in. Jackson passes to Bain. Clock at 6. From the arc. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Jackson.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Edwards with it. Guarded now by Jackson. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Down low, guarded by Jackson. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Morant kicks to Bain. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Bain. Outside for Jackson with a lead. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And he's proven he can make this shot. Jackson, the D has to respect his range better than that.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Russell dishes to Edwards. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Edwards got the game tied up here for Minnesota.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
Morant outside. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
That concludes the third quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward. It's Prince on the wing. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Prince has got himself on the board with 3 there. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. This is still a close game, and he told his guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys?
Thanks, David. Prince wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
It's stolen by Edwards. Russell from long range. Gobert finds Prince. Outside Edwards. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Morant with a wide open look. Off target from outside. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Edwards passes to Gobert. Outside Edwards. And there's the drive. And Edwards with the stop.
You better get out of the way. So much power from Anthony Edwards on that drive. Look out.
Bane kicks to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Russell against Morant. And the call, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now.
The previous play is
Tell what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that
the ruling on the floor is confirmed.
speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Morant. Doris, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
Edwards with the screen for Russell. Wants to get it to Edwards and does.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
Morant outside. There's the three. Drills the three-pointer. Morant's got it all tied up now for Memphis.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Russell passes to Towns. tipped up there for Edwards. Bain against Russell. Here's Brooks. Dishes it to Adams. Out to Morant. To take the lead. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Russell passes to Edwards. There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. And hammers that one down right in the face of Jaren Jackson.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're up by 2. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Morant against Russell. And finished off by Edwards.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Russell. Brooks the pass to Bain. Back to Brooks. Morant against Edwards. Morant's got space. The Grizzlies with another miss. Deflects the pass. Morant with the steal. Jackson finds Morant. Off target with his 3. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
We're expecting an intense battle in the front court tonight, Grant. Both teams with a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, B.A., it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Three-pointer. Prince with the bucket.
Towns doing a nice job with a smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
Tries the spin move. Paul passes to Booker. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Edwards. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Here's Ayton. Edwards pulls it in.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
And it's powered home by Towns.
That's just a beautiful move by Towns. Really, he's got such a versatile skill set. There with the plus handles, man, he's got a lot to work with.
Now here's Booker. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
And it's Phoenix's ball. It's a 3-point game. From deep 3-point range. He can't get that one to fall. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Left side, Edwards. Pass to Prince. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Boy, nice job that time by Prince to stay focused and not lose control of the shot despite drawing the foul.
Now here's Booker. And here's Johnson. Bridges outside. Now here's Booker. Here he goes. And Booker with the jam.
A creative finisher. Love seeing Booker attack the rim and convert like this.
Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
You really don't want to allow him to get too comfortable, but even with stifling defense, he's going to still find a way to get it in the basket.
Now here's Booker. Clock at 6. And that one drops. Booker's got 6.
One trait of an elite scorer like Booker, they take what you give them. The mid-range working for Devin.
Outside Russell to the paint. Here's Edwards. Back to Russell. Pass to Prince. Now Russell. He's guarded by Paul. And he's going for the lob. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
I mean, how do you stop Gobert on the slam? He's too big, rising up too fast. There's really nothing you can do.
Booker against Edwards. Here's Ayton. Over to the left wing. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Down low. Prince. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Stolen by Russell. The kick out to Edwards. That one's good, and it's Towns with the assist. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
Now here's Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. 6 to shoot. And there's the drive. Oh, Booker with a block. Bridges outside. Pass to Aiden. Bridges outside. Outside Paul. To end the run. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Well, that was a savvy move by the veteran Paul, ensuring he gets fouled while taking that shot.
Paul hits them both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
And so the first quarter is in the books. The T-Wolves on top, up by 8. Let's take a quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Out to the wing. Outside Johnson. Pass to Aiden. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Here's Prince. Booker defending. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
Up top, Paul. Now Booker. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Booker's got 8 points.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Russell to pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
An absolute beast in the pick and roll. Towns rolls off ready to score. He doesn't disappoint either.
Here's Paul. Out to Bridges. It's stolen away. Outside Russell to the middle. It's stolen by Johnson. All alone on the break. Bridges passes to Ayton. And yep, it's good. Ayton's got his first points of the game.
Intelligent ball movement. The offense looking one step ahead there.
Edwards a screen on Paul. And he lobs it up top. And Edwards slams it in.
I can't emphasize enough what reading is all about. That's seeing the game in front of you, another way to put it. Russell making a great choice for the assist there.
Booker, the pass to Johnson. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Here's Edwards. Phoenix grabs the miss. Left side Johnson. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2. We've seen the pace of the game ratchet up every year, Clark. Might that trend reverse at some point?
I don't think so, B. I mean, the game is meant to be played fast, and because of the potency of the three-point shot, the skill level of the players, the athleticism, I think you're going to continue to see teams play with a lot of pace because that's easier in terms of producing points.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix. For Phoenix, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Outside Booker. Yes, And it's Paul with the assist that time. Booker's got 10.
Boy, what a pass. X-ray vision, leadership skills. CP3, a surefire first ballot Hall of Famer.
Edwards a screen on Paul. Throws it up high. And Edwards slams it in.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Back to Paul. Pass to Johnson. Paul with it. Stolen by Russell. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
Phoenix calls timeout. The Suns have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Outside Booker. 19-footer. No good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. And 1:01 left in the first half. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
Towns down low. Johnson on him. Towns, that's good. Give him 8.
You know, this is exactly why they give the ball to Towns down there. I mean, his combination of size, agility, and shot repertoire makes him hard to deal with.
It's blocked by Gobert.
Suns foul. Mikal Bridges. First personal foul. Second team foul.
That one misses for Towns.
You can tell Towns is a true modern-day player. He's got a diverse skill set, and he can do so much more than you're used to seeing from a guy his size at his position.
Russell against Paul. Here's Russell. Lays it up and banks it in. Russell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, you know, this is just who Russell is, in my opinion, guys. A very assertive and confident player who looks to score the ball as much as he can.
We've got 33 seconds left in the second period. Outside Booker. Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Edwards against Booker. Back to Paul. Out left to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Johnson finds Paul. The Suns need to get off a shot. Here's Towns. From outside the arc. He got it up in time, but it would not fall. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 18. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Prince in at the 3. Phoenix calls timeout. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. And Phoenix has possession. Now Paul. Pass to Johnson. Shoots over Anderson. Here's Paul. McDaniels with the rebound.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Here's McLaughlin to the paint. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Outside Booker. From deep. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
And this is what they depend on Booker to do. Such a versatile, confident scorer.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob.
First personal foul.
That's good from Bridges. And so here's Phoenix. They trail by 18. Inside. And Booker with the jam.
An explosive offensive force. When Booker has the chance to slam it, he takes full advantage.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's McLaughlin. And Aiden pulls it down. For Phoenix, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Aiden signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Aiden walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Aiden to remain a contender.
Both free throws good from Booker. Here's McLaughlin. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Reed a screen on Paul. Here's McLaughlin. He's guarded by Paul. Outside McDaniels. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the
previous play is under review.
There's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls, but at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Coming out onto the floor, your son's breaker dance crew. That was your son's breaker dance crew. Show him some love.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. He's perfect from the line this time. Boy, the Suns are struggling. Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Noel. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And he drops a first. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Towns comes in for Anderson. Prince is checked in for McDaniels. And Russell is subbed in for McLaughlin. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. It's Bridges on the wing. Stolen by Russell. Towns against Johnson. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
It's Bridges on the wing. Goes up on the baseline. The shot won't fall. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. 22 was their biggest lead. Here's Towns, and it's Towns with the power finish.
Well, easy does it, Towns is saying to himself. Forget about the threes right now. I'm going to go with the flush.
To the left wing, from deep, Johnson. Russell against Paul. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
He's got the killer instinct. He just wants to attack the rim every single possession.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Here's Towns, and it's powered home by Towns.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Paul. 36 seconds left in the third, and he banks in the layup. Paul's got 6.
The ball control that Chris Paul has is fantastic. I mean, those dribble moves, and he's got a bunch of them, look effortless.
Here's Prince. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Towns, and it's Towns with the power finish.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Pass to Aiden. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Aiden's got his second basket of the game.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
And so it's Minnesota feeling confident.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Aiden in at the center position, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And stolen by Edwards. And now the T-Wolves on the break. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, that's Edwards on both ends. First the D with the steal, then he's able to finish off the break solo.
Up top, Booker, guarded by Edwards. No good on the triple. Timberwolves shooting a legendary 79%. Their offense is just on a tear. Pass to Towns.
Get there.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Shot clock at 5. And an intentional foul right there.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
On defense, the Suns. And he commits the intentional foul.
Cameron Johnson, 4th personal foul. 4th team foul.
Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
Ball.
Well, Phoenix is shooting 55% for the game so far. Booker against Edwards. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal
It's
foul.
on Anthony Edwards.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
Both free throws good from Booker. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. And he lobs it up to the rim. It's a one-on-one situation. Lets it go from deep. Suns keep it alive. Ayton inside, defended by Gobert. Shot clock at 6. Tries again, and Paul gets it to go.
Paul has tremendous experience, and he's figured out ways at 6 feet tall how to score in the paint effectively and often.
Paul against Russell, and Edwards slams it in.
Explosive play in the air by Edwards, and perfectly timed, too, for the alley-oop slam.
Paul for 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Towns against Johnson. Towns down low. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out. Crowder, he's checked in for the Suns.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Booker against Edwards. And Booker with the jam.
Wow. Booker doing whatever it takes to get to the basket. Totally fearless.
You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Here's Bridges. Prince grabs the miss. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 in the 4th and looking confident on offense. Here's Towns. Uses the glass on the layup. Towns has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Timberwolves.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Karl Anthony Towns.
I have to say, he was totally unleashed tonight, flying up and down the court, helping out however he could. He made a big impact on both ends. Locks him up and hauls it in. Love the high activity level.
1:02 left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
And so Towns nails them both. Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Paul with it. It's Booker on the wing. Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Here's Booker, and it's Gobert with a rebound. And here are the Timberwolves. Now here's Towns. Outside for Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. He got a piece of it, and they'll keep possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here are the Suns now. Pass to Booker. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time.
A really nice play by Booker. I mean, he gives you size out of the backcourt and can finish with either hand.
Outside Russell. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For
as they came into the arena before the game. Important to make a splash in hostile territory. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. Edwards passes to Towns. Another shot. He lays it in.
And you see Big Cat has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Driving to the basket. Misses the layup. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now, here is Russell to the middle. And there's Edwards on the assist by Russell.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Ball against Russell. Out to Morris. Outside Leonard. Back to Morris. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here is Russell. There's the lob to Towns. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the claw is.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Towns against Morris. Towns kicks to Gobert. Outside Russell. Over to Wall. Russell finds Towns. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled.
And Towns drops them both.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Wall passes to Zubac. Now here's Leonard. The kick out to Wall. Shot clock at 6. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Timberwolves leading by 3. Left side, Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And Edwards with the stop.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
Russell against Wall. Russell kicks to Edwards. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
The three from George. To the inside. Kicks it out to Leonard. George dishes to Leonard. Lets the three fly. That one doesn't go. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Edwards passes to Prince. Edwards inside. Defended by George. And finished off by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Outside for George. Back to Wall. On the wing, George. No good on the three. Edwards against George. Outside, Russell. There's the lob to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the three. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves leading by 7, and Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Edwards. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And Minnesota has possession. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Edwards.
An incredible defender. Paul George's combination of quickness and length helps alter many shots.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Here's Wall. Pass to George. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Towns. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Clippers trail by 9. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Russell with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Stolen by George. In the corner, it's Morris. Zubac kicks to George. Plays it up and banks it in.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Outside, Russell. That's a 2 from Towns. Can't hit from in close. Clippers trail by 7. Here's Leonard. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Edwards can't hit.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
No, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Outside for George. Back the wall. Play on the clock. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 7. Edwards passes to Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, and he makes that one. George has got 5 now. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Morris finds Wall. It's George on the wing. Back to Morris from downtown. That ball's nice feed that time from George. Morris has got his second basket.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Lobbed up there for Edwards. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. George passes to Zubac, and the wide-open shot from Morris. A three-pointer off the mark. Minnesota leading by 8. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Towns can sure get himself going offensively.
Wall dishes to Leonard. Back to Wall. Takes it out to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
The decision-making of Leonard could have hit the roller, but already had the shot he wanted.
Russell left side. Leonard with the steal. And the first half is now in the books. Thank you, David, and whoop.
22, the Clippers, 14.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Robert Covington out there with Powell, and it's Batum in at center. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league, and he's just coming into his prime, so he fits the timeline of their star.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. Back to Jackson. Three-pointer. No good that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Here's McLaughlin. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
And the NBA has favored three-point shooting here as of late,
which has made players like Luke Kennard very valuable in the process, GA. The lefty stroke of Kennard is a thing of beauty, and he shoots the three ball with such confidence.
Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Jackson. Anderson passes to McLaughlin. Back to Anderson, stolen by Jackson. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
He's explosive off 1 foot 2 feet. Norman Powell is just an incredible athlete.
Anderson passes to Noel. Top of the key. McDaniels with the ball. Powell on it. McDaniels in the post. Guarded by Powell. The shot by McDaniels. No good. Drives to the hoop. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. The pass to Noel. He lobs it up. Reed misses. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Powell kicks to Covington. Back to Powell. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Covington. Shoots the 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
You love how Covington stretches the defense. He is too accurate from range.
Anderson, a screen on Jackson. Here's McLaughlin. Guarded by Jackson. McLaughlin, no good. The Clippers trail.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside, Batum. Stolen away. He takes it in. Noel, no good. Clippers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And McDaniels with the block. They recover it. Kennard kicks to Covington. Now Kennard passes it to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
1:16 left in the third quarter. McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. McDaniels in the post. Powell's there, trying to get something going. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time, costly.
The Clippers in the lead. Now here's Jackson. 51 seconds left here in the third quarter. And the dunk by Jackson.
Quick off his feet, the long arms, easy jam for Jackson.
The Timberwolves have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half start. Pass to Noel. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Jackson kicks to Powell. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Outside for Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with Reggie Jackson, it's a testament to his natural talent that he often leaves us wanting a little bit more.
Jackson hits both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Left side, Anderson. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Clippers lead by 1. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
And he's got more than a few ways to beat you. Edwards will be aggressive when he has to initiate contact and create the and-one opportunity.
The Clippers shooting about 42% so far. Wall passes to Morris. And here's George. Back to Morris. Outside for George. Shot clock at 5. No good.
Can't fault the play call, even though he couldn't convert. That's a good shot.
And Edwards with the stop.
And once Edwards gets a step on you, it's likely going to be a bucket or a foul or both.
Here's Leonard. Shooting foul. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where
The previous play is under
what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
and then speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Russell looking around. Lobbed up there for Edwards. Russell against Wall. Russell, no good.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
George against Russell. And Wall kicks to George. The 19-foot shot, and right on target. Good. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
Here's Edwards. That one's not going to go. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Russell against Wall. It's George on the wing. Kicks to Morris. Back to George. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Russell against Wall. Russell dishes to Edwards. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
And this is Edwards' game. And when he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
At the line for 2.
Good on the second free throw. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. George looking over the floor. Outside Leonard. Back to George. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Zubac. Gobert with the defensive effort. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
The previous play is under
everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Teron Lue's huddle. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks.
Good read from Paul George. He's very skilled at realizing when he should make these passes.
Russell against Wall. Outside, Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Out to Morris. Wall wide open. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And how about the conviction to his craft? Wall has trust that his ability will shine through in big moments.
Outside, Russell. Bobbed up there for Edwards. Count!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
There's 47 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Out to Morris. Back to George. On the wing, Morris. A crossover. Minnesota with the rebound.
And, you know, you can see in his eyes, he knows that is not a dunk he should have missed. And he is built to be the man for this team. Everyone's answering the bell and executing.
Leonard inside, guarded by Prince. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ball passes to Leonard. He's off from 3. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Well, I think the D wanted to foul Rudy here. Not the highest percentage foul shooter. Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
And here's Morris for 3. That shot off the mark. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. Probably a little closer than they... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining.
What a great way to take in a Tuesday afternoon. You're watching the NBA live on... We're expecting a shootout with this matchup, RJ. These are two teams that can score with the best of them.
Yeah, each side are going to have their hands full on defense. Look, both sides need to bring the intensity to try and disrupt the offensive flow any way they can.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. Back to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. There's the draw. Oh, throw it down. Wow.
Yeah, just a solid passer. Towns relishes his role as leader of this team, wanting to set up his teammates.
Payne, the pass to Adams. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Pass to Towns. And it's good for 2.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
First quarter of play, a minute in. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Towns for 3. The shot off that time. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. And about Brooks becoming a staple in the middle of this lineup, Richard.
Plays the 2 and 3 positions on the floor and scores it really well. But most importantly, he's out there for his defensive effort and intensity. He is a versatile player that any team would love to have. Every night, Ja Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
And Edwards slams it in.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Outside Payne fires the 3. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Well, you talk about the D Morant has to face. Yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce. He can spot up. Depending on who's guarding him, Ja can adapt and find any weakness.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
The drive by Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
This man was under-recruited in college. Can you believe that? And Morant, he still plays like he's trying to prove something.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Takes it inside. Brooks with the rebound.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
From his first day in the league, opponents are going to make him earn it at the line. And look, Morant, he'll give him an easy look. When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
To the inside. To halt the run. And the layup good by Edwards. Edwards got 6.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Jackson with a screen on Russell. Here's Morant. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, this is what you love seeing. Jackson Jr. using that size advantage on the offensive glass.
The Timberwolves trail. But with Memphis' 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season. But as a whole, this young team, they won their division. But the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
Russell against Morant. And Gobert with a block.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Adams. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul of the game. From deep, Morant. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
Consistency from deep is going to be the biggest determining factor in Morant's ceiling. If he gets that, I think we're going to see some MVPs in his future.
And Edwards slams it in.
Nice feed inside, saw the play develop, and hit him right when he needed to.
Now here's Morant. 11 points in the game. The 3 from Payne. And the 3-pointer goes. He's got 6.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
Outside Edwards. Driving to the... Oh, my goodness!
Did you see that?
Bringing out the hammer!
Now that's how you finish.
B.A., Forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. And then Morant with the dunk.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Russell against Morant. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Ja Morant picks one up. Free throw is good from Russell.
He is so talented. There's very little Russell can't do. It's just about the consistency, but the talent is all there.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the first. Outside Morant. Beyond the arc. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. It's the Grizzlies. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Grizzlies? Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's Prince in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And Edwards slams it in.
And this is what point guards like Russell are responsible for, setting the table for his guys.
Outside Morant. Drives to the hoop. And then Morant with the jam.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Outside Russell. And there's the lob. And Edwards slams it in.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Bain finds Morant. Up top, Brooks. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Just 4 to shoot. Morant with it. Russell covering. The rebound by the Timberwolves. And here's Edwards. Pass to Towns. 4-3. Brooks with the rebound.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upsetting win over Utah.
So talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Here's Morant. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
Welcoming any physicality on his way up. Morant enjoys that type of challenge.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game. Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. Outside Morant. Outside Bain. Good, and the setup by Morant. Bain's got 8.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Russell against Morant, and the lob disrupted. Not to be. And he drives in. And then Morant with the dunk.
When Morant drives, he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that's what makes beating the D look so easy.
Outside Edwards. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Outside Morant. Driving in. Okay, look out.
Man. Wow. He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
Outside Russell. And he lobs it up. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Bain, the pass to Adams. 1:02 left in the first half. Morant finds Adams. Oh, and Towns with the block. And that's an intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And here they come. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
Russell, the pass to Towns. Here's Brents. They need this. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Towns has got his 4th assist in this one. Outside Bain. Jackson down low. Guarded by Edwards. From deep, Bain. Outside for Brooks. Pass to Bain. Right side Morant. And he can't jam it through. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play.
The Grizzlies, 39.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
On the court for Memphis, Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Aldama in at the 4-man position. Anderson with a screen. Fires the 3. No good that time.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
There's the steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's McDaniels. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
That one's off.
At the line for Minnesota, Jaden McDaniels. 2 shots.
He's off on the second. Here's Noel. Launches it. Clark grabs the board. Here's Conchar. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Reed sets a screen. There's the 3. Another miss by Minnesota. Memphis has gone 4 of 6 from 3-point range thus far. Outside, Williams. Here's Aldama. McDaniels covering. 3-pointer. Conchar, good. Conchar's got 5 points in the quarter.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Pass to McDaniels. And Clark with a block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Clark. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Anderson with a screen. The three ball. Fires in the triple. McLaughlin's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Outside Jones. The kick out to Williams. Takes the three and out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
That was okay, let's say that was an odd play. You don't see misconnections like that too often.
Minnesota has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Reed to screen on Jones. McLaughlin's shot is good. McLaughlin's got 5 points.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
Jones, the pass to Williams. Here's Aldama. Back to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. For Minnesota, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Anderson passes to McDaniels.
Timberwolves foul. Nas Reed. First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting from Memphis.
Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pass to Conchar.
2 minutes.
Back to Jones. Here's Conchar, 5 to shoot. And the layup is good off the glass. Conchar's got 7 now in this quarter.
Nice ball movement there.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to McDaniels. That shot is off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Jones, the pass to Clark. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play.
Shooting from Memphis.
It's going to be on Nas Reed. Clark no good on that one. Minnesota has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Going inside. Reed in the post. Working on Clark. Reed, good.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Outside Jones. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Conchar. Here's the three. On target from range. Conchar's got 10.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing out. And that's how you lead a team, literally.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul.
That free throw no good. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. And the second free throw is good. 11 seconds left in the third. Outside Morant. The three from Bain. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. A sizable lead of 14. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Russell with the ball. Pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Outside Morant. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Towns for 3. Ja Morant grabs a miss.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
On the take. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's Edwards with a drive. Oh, somehow misses the one-handed flush. The Grizzlies have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Morant, the pass to Adams. Outside for Brooks. From the arc. And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
Minnesota with the ball. It's a 14-point game. And he lobs it up top. And Edwards slams it in.
And that's a perfect pass by Russell. He really understands where to get his man the ball.
Payne with a screen on Russell. Outside Payne. The 3. Russell with the rebound. Adams outside Payne. Brooks finds Jackson. Now Payne to the wing on the left. Clock at 4. Over Edwards. That one's wide left. The Timberwolves have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Timeout call, Memphis. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Ja Morant.
And I'll tell you what, this was one easy pick for sure. From the start, he looked in total control for the entire game. It's incredible to see a player outperforming everyone else on the court.
You know, some guys aren't the same player on the road. Not this guy. He loves sticking it to an opposing crowd, and it only adds fuel to his fire. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. He told them it's going to come down to our defense. If we buckle down and get stops, they've got no way back. With the win in sight, he doesn't want them to relax. Guys, back over to you.
And Allie, thanks. Outside Payne. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
It's a one-on-one situation. Ooh, poked away. For Minnesota, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies. And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Edwards. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Morant against Russell. Outside Morant. Pass to Payne. Releases. And again, Memphis no good. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting very well. 62% and going right at the defense. Memphis has gotten 7 of 12 three-point attempts to fall. Jackson with it. Towns covering. Bain, the pass to Jackson. Back to Bain. 6 to shoot. Let's go with a 3. No good there. Now Minnesota takes it the other way.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Grizzlies.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Ja Morant.
Oh, he was at the center of everything that happened in this game. His energy was felt throughout the building, and his impact, well, it was incredible.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Edwards. He takes it in, and it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
Jaren Jackson Jr. First personal foul.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Morant. And so it's Memphis winning this one. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us.
the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5. No good from Booker. Right side, Edwards. And it's off from three-point range. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Thanks so much, David.
Sometimes it's the simple play that's most effective. D'Lo with a nice assist.
For 3, Bridges. Gobert pulls it in. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Prince kicks to Gobert. The kick out to Towns. From down in the low post, it goes.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
Johnson against Towns. Here's Booker. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Outside Russell. Here's Edwards. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years. And that was a little bit of a range check for them.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Now, here is Russell. Lobbed up there for Edwards. And taken away by Johnson.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. Edwards a screen on Paul. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Suns have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
He gets that one.
And one of the offensive forces in the league. When Towns wants to score, it is really hard to keep him from his spots.
All finds Booker. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. The rejection by Paul.
Always in position to make a play at either end. Chris Paul teed that one up nicely.
Looking for Bridges. He gets it there. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And here is Prince. No points in the game yet for him. And the dunk by Towns.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Booker. Picks it out to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Goes up on the high post. A shot missing. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Edwards inside, defended by Booker. Towns against Johnson. Here's Edwards, 6 on the shot clock, and finished off by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
And here's Booker from the arc. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Edwards.
Okay. And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low.
Well, it was such a feel-good moment, at least for a little while. Mikal Bridges grew up in Philly, obviously played his college ball there, and his mom was working for the 76ers at the time, so it just felt right as the 10th overall pick in the 2018 draft for him to be a 76er.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime. Booker outside. Passes it to Ayton. Back to Booker. The 3. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Mikal's time in Philly was very short, Brent. Bridges traded to Phoenix.
Well, that was a bit of a shocker. I mean, all the talk about being the hometown hero, and then all of a sudden he's on his way to the desert heading towards Phoenix. But you look at Mikal's career, he's been awesome for the Suns. I mean, what development as a 3-and-D player, making the finals, signing a big extension, such a huge part of the Phoenix Suns franchise in their future.
Edwards dishes to Gobert. Outside, Towns. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Suns trail by 12. Booker outside. Fires from deep. Hits in and hoping this is the start of a new trend. 2 for 8 now from the field.
Well, the mindset of Booker there, pretty solid. He feels like he can make just about any shot, especially the deep triple.
Lobbed up there for Edwards. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Ball passes to Johnson. On the wing, Booker. Back to Paul for the 3. Booker up top. Edwards defending. Ayton. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Ayton's got 8 points. Right, we know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you play?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
Throws it up high, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 8 here in the quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Booker with no one around. The rebound by Prince. Timberwolves leading by 9. Edwards down low. Johnson's there. Towns, no luck. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. And a deep three from Booker. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Booker. Edwards passes to Gobert. To the left side wing. Russell kicks to Prince. Towns against Ayton. Shot, high post. And it's Towns missing.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota. Suns trail by 9. Out to the right wing. Bridges passes to Ayton. Johnson outside. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Johnson's got his first points in this one.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
And so it's Minnesota bringing the quarter to a close. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back.
24. The Suns. 17.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Pass to Shamet. Out to Sharch. The pass to Payne. Here's Landale. And that one is hammered home.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. And lobs up the alley-oop pass. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Hits it from three-point range. Shamet's got his first 3 points of the game.
Since the second he entered the NBA, Shamet has been great from the three-point line, 42% from 3 as a rookie.
Here's Noel. He's covered by Shamet. Here's Reed. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Hits his first attempt of the half. Not what you'd call suffocating D on that possession.
Here's Shamet trying to get open as Crowder. Reed with the block. Landale, and he banks in the layup. Landale's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Here's McLaughlin. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw, no good.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Jordan McLaughlin.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Suns trail by 6. Here's Shamet. Crowder feeling it out a bit. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They've led by as many as 14 points. And there's the drive. Out to the right wing. Anderson outside. Pass to McLaughlin. Reed with it. Passes it to Noel. Shoots over Crowder. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Pass to Saric. pass to Landale. And the layup's good off the glass. Now just a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
And Šarić, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
Now here's McDaniel. Defended by Crowder. Diving in, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Minnesota, they have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight. He hits the second from the line. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Here's Payne. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Šarić kicks to Shamet. Payne in the post. Crowder from outside. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Crowder not hesitating on the offensive end.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half.
And hey, how about the career for a guy like Jay Crowder?
This guy has played some bully ball, and he doesn't mind playing inside. And I think guys love to have a guy who takes on that physical responsibility to be the tough guy on the team, something Jay Crowder enjoys doing himself.
Payne finds Šarić. For the tie, Landale misses.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
Anderson outside. Feeds it to McDaniels. Crowder with the steal. And that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
32 seconds left in the third. Pass to Shamet. For the lead. Unable to get that one. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. McDaniels passes to Noel. Good on the three-point shot. Noel's got 5 now.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Payne with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. He kicks it to Crowder. Shoots over McDaniel. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Crowder.
See Crowder continue to work on that jump shot to find the kind of consistency. That's a nice shot.
Your Timberwolves
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. On the court now for the Suns. Getting going here in the fourth. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Towns kicks to Edwards. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Rejected by Booker. Ayton, the pass to Paul. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Lobbed up there for Edwards. Bridges with the steal. Down low and stolen by Russell. It's Prince on the wing. Back to Towns. Slammed home and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Chris Paul picks up that.
Yeah, an incredible offensive force. Towns showing that strength and touch off. This guy can do it all. In the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota. But out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Russell against Paul, and he lobs it up toward the rim, and Edwards with the stop.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Prince against Bridges. Here's Edwards. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Ball looking over the floor. For three, Booker. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. No block shot. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Suns trail by 6. A drive by Booker. And a dunk by Booker.
Booker sometimes can come up with those. He can be an impressive dunker.
Now, here is Russell. He feeds it to Edwards. And he goes big with the dunk right over Mikal Bridges.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
This is it to Booker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Good. Booker's got 7 now in this quarter.
That's why Devin Booker has the ball for moments just like that.
Russell dishes to Towns. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. And Towns throws it down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Bridges kicks to Johnson. Buries it down low.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Russell passes to Edwards. Now here's Towns. Back to Edwards. Pocket 6. The kick out to Towns. They turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Suns trail by 4. Booker outside. The shot from 20 feet away. Another one falls for Phoenix.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Top Russell, defended by Paul. Towns, he gets it in there. 16 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Unreal. Big Cat, one of the game's great scorers, also deadly in the clutch.
Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Russell passes to Edwards. Kicks it out to Prince. Towns in the corner. And the Timberwolves call time. They're up by 1. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And now I send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. This is a close game, as you know, but he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move. Right now. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. A big-time possession here.
Yeah, and their hearts must be going 100 miles an hour right now.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Booker looking around to take the lead. Yes!
And Booker, not just an onlooker. How about that one?
Now it. Oh, no good on the dunk. Offline. And so it's Phoenix who scraped by with the win. This win, such a tremendous.